Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to cover a tattoo with makeup, and I'm going to start with the Graftobian Dark Corrector Wheel. I'm going to use the salmon peachy color to cancel out the blue and green tones in the tattoo, and a red color to cancel out the red tones before I cover the tattoo with Dermablend cover cream and set it with setting powder. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First I'm going to take a makeup sponge and I'm going to wet it with some rose water. Squeeze that in a bit. And I'm going to start with the salmon colored. You can either use the lighter salmon color or the browner color, but I'm going to use the salmon color. And I'm going to just take some of that, and let's start out on the green and the flowers. And if you could see how it's making it really light so you can barely see the colors under it. I have a gigantic tattoo, as you can see, but I love it. It's my fave. It's actually a cover-up. My name used to be there. Ta-da! Surprise! Okay, so I got most of the green tones already. So I'm going to take the red right there, and I'm going to cover up the red and the flowers. So I'm going to give you a closer look at what I'm doing, canceling out the red and the flowers with the red. And now I'm going to go over the green with the browner. The brownish shade right there, that's what I'm using. So I basically kind of neutralize the colors a bit with the concealer wheel. So I'm going to go on and wet the other side of the sponge, and I'm going to use Dermablend cover cream in chocolate brown. And I'm going to use that to now cover the tattoo. And what you do, you just start in layers, and you just cover the whole thing, and then you'll just go over it again. I don't really use this foundation too much on my face, as I find it's a bit heavy for the coverage I need, but I actually purchased it for this purpose, to cover tattoos. So as you can see, it's covered some, but you can still see through it and see the tattoo. So I'm going to go ahead and apply another layer of foundation. And this time apply a little more thickly. Now if your tattoo is raised, you will possibly see it raised up on the skin, so you can cover the pigment, but you will see, if you look closely, where it's raised. But once we set up the setting powder, it won't be too visible. Most people, when I have my tattoo covered, they can't really tell unless they look closely, And I usually don't cover mine unless I'm going to a really formal event like my sorority affairs or a wedding or something, or somewhere where I just don't want it out. And maybe some days you just don't want to show it. You want to cover it up. And this is what you would do. And we're almost done. So basically, if you look, you can kind of see where it's raised up, but you can't see the pigment anymore in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to blend the foundation into the skin so there's no, what I call a demarcation line. And then I'm going to set it. And at the end, what you would do after you set everything is spray some Ben Nye Final Seal on it, which is a sealer that seals foundation so that it stays put and it doesn't rub off onto clothing or onto anything else. And it keeps the makeup from coming off until you want it to come off with the setting powder and the Ben Nye together. So I have this all covered up. Now I'm going to go over this with the brown concealer around the edges to make it blend in a little more with my skin. Actually, I'll go over the whole thing because my face tends to be darker than my arms because, of course, my face is exposed to the sun more, so my arms are a little lighter. So that cover cream is really in the complexion for my face, but not my arms, so I have to make this a tad bit lighter. And basically, you just want to blend it all around the edges. Blend, blend, blend. And I'm going to add a little more of the cover cream on places that might need some more coverage. And if you look, the tattoo is covered. It's covered. If I back up, you can see, like if I show you and I'm moving certain lights, you can see because my tattoo is raised up a bit, but the pigments are covered. If you look at my other tattoo is there. The pigments on this one is covered. So I'm going to go ahead and check in my mirror over here. And wait, I need a little more right there. And I'm going to set it with Dermablend setting powder and warm saffron. Using it for the tattoo. And you just want to set that all over. When I do this, I take pictures. You post the pictures, you never know that I had a tattoo there unless I told you. People who know me, know it's there, so they know that I covered it to look for it. But if you don't know that I have a tattoo there and you're not looking for it, Unless you're looking really closely, you wouldn't be able to tell. And I actually forgot to take out the Ben Not Final Seal, but I really don't need it right now because I'm not planning on leaving this on. I'm going to take this off when I'm done, obviously. But if I was going out, I would set it with the Ben Not Final Seal, and that stuff is like hairspray for makeup. It does not budge, it would not move, and that would be it. And basically, I'm all set. So, my tattoo is covered. Like I said, if your tattoo is raised, you'll still be able to see the imprints some. Right now, mine is a little raised, and it's a little more raised than usual, because I was scratching it, so you can see around here where it's raised. But I'll back up some, and it's all covered up. See? Covered. Can't really tell it's there. You see the other tattoo? See this one? It's all covered up. If I took pictures. And I'll show you guys a picture at the end, actually, so you can see what it looks like, all covered up. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. And make sure you check me out at The Glamorous Gleam, www.theglamorousgleam.com. Later, guys.